Hey guys, what's up? We're back today with another speed build. This one is called the Topsy Turvy Oasis, and hopefully by the time we're done with the build you can see why, if I'm not a little crazy and out there. I have a very hard time doing anything that's not symmetrical or in patterns, I guess. I think that's the way my mind works. So I'm trying to go out of my bounds here and create something that isn't your average square house, or a square house with a bay window, or, you know, just regular shapes. And I actually had a lot of fun with this one. I have fun. Oh my goodness. I have fun with all of my builds, except for when they get a little frustrating. Which normally happens when I'm trying to set roofs, which you will notice that almost all of my builds so far have not had roofs. So, but yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy this. It is a 50 by 50 lot. I actually placed this one in the desert area because obviously if you're going to build an oasis, it needs to be in a desert. The lot value is 264,694 simoleons. It's a 4-bedroom and a 4-bath, and I don't know. I think that this one was a little bit harder for me, strictly because every time I build, I seem not to have an exact plan. So I ended up building this over about 3 days. So I hope you guys can't tell my chopped up video here. I didn't know whether I wanted it to be like a family type home, or like maybe some rich dude's like vacation house in the desert. And then I think I was gonna like put a pool there, and then I decided no, those won't reach, so forget it. I know that I tend to go with the pre-selected rooms, but I think I changed my mind quite a bit here. Triangles are very hard to work with, and this house was very difficult strictly because my main floor is built on diagonals, so when you place everything, it kind of goes with the straight, you know, horizontal and vertical lines anyway. And that just made placing walls or trying to make things even if they weren't symmetrical, it made placement very hard. I don't know, I think I don't know if I'll be building like a diagonal house ever again. I probably will, but I wanted to go with something modern. I didn't want to put any aspect of like country or vintage in this house, just because country and vintage to me is very symmetrical, is very constant. It has variables that can be counted on to have like borders and baseboards and crown molding and all that. So for me, I don't know. Yes, I did just place a fire extinguisher on glass, but it worked, so we're not gonna fight with that. It's the only place it would work, and I figure, like every house I build, I plan on using this at least once, because if I'm not making them to play in them, then what am I really making them for? Here goes another thing with my bathroom. I think I have a thing for those sort of dividers, not necessarily like a door, but dividers dividing the toilet from the rest of the bathroom. I've seen them in some houses, like in real life, and I thought that was a really cool idea. I have also seen toilets in like closets, so I think I'm giving it justice. I wanted everything to be kind of simple, and I think I come back to that small space later in the entryway with the stairs, because it looked too open for me. And here I came with another room, and I didn't want to do another living room, so I figured why not have a study, because I think at this point I decided that I was going to, I decided that I was going to make this into more of a family home, and as you can see there, as I say family home, I build a bar. But I actually like this idea of things under the stairs. That's one of my favorite things, that if I ever own my own house and I do have stairs and I have room under the stairs and it won't mess with my infrastructure of my house, there'd probably be like a secret reading nook, or I don't know. That looks more like a makeout spot, but you know, whatever. Little random seating, and again, building my own bathroom off of a preset bathroom because I can. You see me look through the windows a lot just because I like to look at the actual view as if I was going to live in this house. So sometimes, depending on where the house is facing, or depending on you know, what view I have in front of me, usually depends on what I build in that area. We can see that these are two. This one's more like a guest bedroom, whereas the one next to it is a little girl's bedroom, and the one all the way in here is like a teen boy's bedroom, I guess. But yeah, like, we don't really have that much of a view here, but in the upper level, this one here being the master bedroom. Okay, here I go with the curtains. I really miss having like canopy beds and canopy top beds, so I played around with curtains, and I think I decided that that just wasn't gonna work for me, so I went to pretty basic and simple. But this entire floor here is almost completely covered in windows and has like a view of like the mountain. And I think at one point I put a yoga mat in here, and like towards the very, you know, corner up there. Out there I go, changing back to my original idea. Yeah, and then it was so hard for me to build a house that wasn't perfectly symmetrical or anything like that. But I do see, there's the yoga mat. I do enjoy challenging myself, because if you're not challenging yourself with this game, you're just gonna get bored, and I don't like being bored. It's like the worst feeling ever. So up here is probably my favorite room, and that's because I wish I could have made the TV bigger. And that's because it is like a indoor theater, like an in-home theater, I guess, without being like a home type one. It looks like an actual theater for a minute. Put counters with snack stuff and all that because I can. And the outer part where the DJ area is and everything, that's more of like your arcade before you get into a movie theater. I don't know if you guys go to the movies, but I do every time there's something I want to see. And then I'm like, oh, I'm too old to go play with the video games in there in front of all these little kids. And then, you know, I sit there and I watch them play, and I'm like, you don't know how to play it. Because they're, you know, just little kids. I think you see there that I almost made the cactus the same size and said, no, it's topsy-turvy, let's leave it smaller and not do the same exact plants. And then I go right back to symmetrical with these things here. So that was mainly my struggle with this build, was trying not to keep it too symmetrical while still being a little random with it. This is my favorite part of the house, actually. I adore making crazy out there type rooftops, because I think it's so much more fun than trying to make a hipped roof or a gable roof or whatever padogas. You know, this is much more fun and creative to me, and something more likely that I would have. And this is more of the oasis part of the Topsy Turvy Oasis, because beautiful flowers being able to grow regardless in the desert. I know they're not real flowers, but it's okay. I can pretend they are. In that little area there, I decided nobody is going to fit around that triangle, so why not add some more and make it off kilter. So overall, I am really proud of myself with this build. I think everything, you know, some of it balances out and some of it is a little weird and quirky, but if you just imagine that a weird old man with retirement money came and built this house in the middle of the desert because he wanted to, then, you know, it works. It flows. Of course I have to have a fountain. I like yoga a lot. I personally do yoga, so that's why if you guys see yoga everywhere in almost every build, is because I enjoy it. It makes my life better. And it's not just about stretching or being flexible. It's about balance and breathing and relaxing, because sometimes you really just need to relax. Alright, so here we get a whole full thing of this beautiful house. I love it. I love it. And I hope you guys too. And if you guys use this, it will be under the hashtag a lovely build, and go ahead and tag me or link me to whatever you use it to on your blogs or channels or anything. I would love to come see it. I think that's like the biggest praise for a creator, is someone using what you made and enjoying it other than yourself. So if you guys like this video, go ahead and hit the thumbs up for me. And if you want to see more of what I've done, go ahead and subscribe. And if you have any comments or questions, leave those down below. And everything you need to know, all the information about this build, will be down in the description bar. Sorry guys, I'm running out of breath. I think I'm getting sick. And it's very late at night. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll have some more stuff out soon. So again, thanks. And I'll see you guys next time.